everyone, it's me, Apple. Can I just first say this is just some private tea that just popped up. I swear to God, every time I start to make a video, like a neighbor of mine will come out into the hall. It's like I've had this issue before when like this new neighbor just moved in. Not so new anymore. Remember the one I told you that was like, that would like sing all the time at like 6 o'clock in the morning? It's so annoying. So every time I start making a video, I hear so much noise out in the hall. It's so annoying. Okay, and here's another piece of tea. Like, I had made a video. It just didn't come out too good. I don't know, so I bagged it, threw it in the trash. But yeah, so I was starting to make this video, and somebody was like, yeah, blah, 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 ha, 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 ha. And I'm like, what is going on here? Like, what, you don't have a life? You can't get the hell out of mine, like listen at my door, your neighbor's door, and then talk, like make all that noise? Anyways, you guys, how was your Christmas? My Christmas was like, I didn't get anything this year. But my sons had a really great Christmas, so they got what they wanted, and I'm gonna insert a clip right here. So this is all the presents. I think it's about 4, I think it's almost like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was up all night wrapping these presents. I still have more. I have about 4 more to wrap. But yeah, I just wanted to share my Christmas tree. And look at that star. It's like super close to my ceiling. But I love this tree. Anyways, just wanted to wish all of you. This year for Christmas, I did not cook. Okay, the tea on that is the tea. Oh my goodness. The tea on that is that my sons went over to their cousins, their aunts and uncles' house, for their dad picked them up, and so they went over there. So that just gave me like the day for myself and to relax and everything. I made a normal dinner for myself, and I just enjoyed the day. But anyways, let's get on to what I know that all of you have been waiting for. Now, before I go on and talk about Nina Unrated, okay, I do want to say that I have seen some comments from my viewers talking about like, why talk about Nina? There's so many other people to talk about that is much more interesting, and you know, what have you, okay? Don't worry about it. Like I said, my channel is all about different things, okay? So it's not going to be, this is not a drama channel. This is just a variety show. A variety, oh my goodness, I haven't heard that in a long time. I want to talk about some like things that are like kind of light and airy, but then I do want to like clock on something else, which I'm going to just say right off the bat. You know, it really irritates me that like everybody's saying, oh, but Nina has changed. Nina's like this new person. She's no longer about the drama, and she's no longer about this or that. Well, you know what I feel like? I feel like the difference now from back then is that she's just more organized, and she's which makes her have the ability to hide the crazy better. I don't know. That's what I really feel like. It's so funny because I'm a firm believer in like, give somebody rope and they'll hang themselves. In the sense that with Nina, like, I think that if you give her enough time, the mask is going to fall off and you're eventually going to see like the old Nina, okay? So I want to talk about a few of those things, okay? She had just put out a video. She just put out a video, and I was just like, oh, I'm like, where does she get off trying to bully other YouTubers? Okay, so I feel like she has been reaching out to the house with a whole bunch of collaborators in the stripper community. A lot of them are not reaching back out to her. to say, hey, yeah, I would like to collab with you. So she went ahead and she made that video. She made a video talking about like, wow, calling people really stupid for not wanting to collab with her because she's popping and they're not. They only got like a couple of thousand views while she's getting like, I don't know how many, like 20,000 views on her stripper chronicles, right? And then she went on this like this big huge rant, and I was just like, wow, Nina, like that definitely came off like looking like you were like really trying to bully people. And did you hear about that? Did you hear that part where did you hear about that part where she like calls anybody who works a 9 to 5 job, any regular job that you work during the daytime, right? You're working for the man, that you're a square. That's not the first time that I've heard her say this.
Good job, mama. On some real good job. Alright, so I'm gonna talk to the stripper community on YouTube. So if you are square and you're just a regular person, have a regular job, you might not know what the hell I'm talking about. So this is for the stripper community on YouTube, and this is what I think about all these strippers on YouTube.
Which I think that is kind of ironic because she wants to put people down who don't work for themselves, or not in the sex industry, who don't use their bodies. Like, she doesn't get it. She does not get how people don't use all of what you have in order to make the big buck, right? So if you like, yeah, like if you work at, I don't know, a 9 to 5 job, any job that you have, regular day job, that you're a square, that you're a loser, that like you don't know how to like make bank, you don't know, like you're beneath her because she's the boss, right? She's always wanted to be referred to as the boss, okay? But I just think that it's really, just messed up that she said that, but also that I also think that's really interesting because wasn't there a time, and yes, there was a time, wasn't there a time when Nina actually displaced her mother and her son and her youngest brother out of that Texas home that she sold? That she kicked that family out of that house so that, you know, because she desperately wanted to get out of the sex industry. Do you guys remember that? And that she also like kicked her any opportunity to get her child back because she wanted to go off to California to do collaborations to get her her acting career in gear, and then also do collaborations with YouTube because it was always about becoming an actress and becoming a YouTube star, right? Yeah, like, but I just think that it's funny how like you were so desperate to get out of that industry because that the sex industry is beneath you, right? But here you are talking about how people are squares because they have a 9 to 5 job. Honey, no, like if your YouTube channel was popping that rockin', right? Like if you were getting millions of views and you were the actress that you said that you wanted to be, you would be talking so much crap as you have in the past about the sex industry. But now because you feel like, you guys, I honestly think that she has tried anything and everything to try to get out of the sex industry. She's uneducated. She actually said that she went to college, but I really don't think that she did. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, she said that so she has been trying to do everything just to get away from the sex industry. But now that I feel like because she's not educated, there's no way to make easy money. I feel like that was the only thing that she's ever known. She's been a stripper since she's 18 years old, right? That's what she reported to everyone. So this is all she knows. So this is what she went back to because she needs to get money up, I don't know, to buy a house or whatever, and try to get her channel up, you know, I don't know. But yeah, so I think that that's kind of like, huh. So which one is it, Nina? Like, is is the sex industry that fantastic, or is it because like you can't do anything else other than be a part of the sex industry, and so now you're promoting it? Not only are you promoting yourself to do this, but you're trying to talk other people into, getting into the sex industry themselves, as for other people to do that, and that if you don't do that, then you're a square. That kind of reminds me also of like her best friend that she always talks about, which what's his name, Miles, the Miles Spears, right? The Miles Spears, when Nina Unrated first met him, he was in college. He was going to become a nurse like his mom, right? Nina got a hold of him, and I felt it influenced him to leave college. And because she was like trying to get her channel up and popping out, and when she in her homeless phase, like I feel like she got him into the sex industry because there was no money. She again, as she's doing now, like trying to promote, she promoted to him how fantastic the sex industry is and that you should get into it as well. And then he did, and now he's on drugs and everything. He's on drugs, he's been in and out of courts. Like, this is Nina's doing, Nina's influences of her best friend, right? I don't know, so I just thought that that's just like wow, like you're really trying to promote you're trying to promote the stripper chronicles, like I don't know. And then you're also trying to call people square if you're not in it, or if you're not, like, you know what I mean? And just, trust me guys, like as she said, if she could get out of the sex industry and other things worked out, she wouldn't even go to those clubs, not with a 100-foot pole. She would stay away out of that industry. She's yeah, that kind of pisses me off. Okay, so I want to talk about her collaborations that she's been doing lately. But yeah, I've seen like a few of her collaborations that she's done. This is just an airy like piece of information I just wanted to talk about. But I've noticed that like when she does collaborations, and the person she's collabing with happens to be in the sex industry, I think that's when she's more relaxed and organic, and like I don't know, like she's just like, oh girl, you're in the sex industry just like me, I don't feel like you're above me or anything. I don't feel nervous around you. So it's more of like a relaxed atmosphere, and the videos actually come off okay, I don't know, pretty all right. But then when she does I want to talk about two collaborations that she's done, okay? But when she does collaborations with people who have not been in the sex industry, I feel like she's more nervous, and it shows. It shows like in a big way. I know that she had did one with Simply Nessa 15. There's a backstory behind that. Okay, the reason why Nina Unrated couldn't get collaborations for years and years is because Nina says that Trisha Paytas, I don't know if you guys know Trisha Paytas, but she's a YouTuber here on the YouTube platform. But anyways, she had this thing with Nina. There's like a feud between them. So anyways, Trisha Paytas is like telling everybody who Trisha finds out that Nina plans on collaborating with, and she tells them, "Ooh, don't work with Nina because of ABCDEFG. She did all these crappy things to me. She doxed my information. Da da da." I'm not going to go into all of that, but yeah. So that's why Nina couldn't collab with anybody for a long time, and so now all these collaborations are coming in. But anyways, Simply Nessa was one of the people that Nina had tried to get a collaboration with, okay? But Simply Nessa, she was just like, oh hell no, because Trisha told me all these crazy things about you, and so it made me feel really nervous. I didn't want my stuff to get doxxed. I didn't want you to give out my address or get upset with it, blah 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 blah, right? But now that Simply Nessa had her own bad experience with Trisha Paytas, now Simply Nessa's like, oh, Nina, you must have been right. You must be right because, like, if it happened to me, it must have happened to you. I don't really think that it's the same situation. Do I think that Trisha Paytas can be like a little sneaky deaky? Yes, I can. Yes, I'm going to say that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that just because you've had Nessa has an bad experience with Trisha doesn't mean that Nina was right. I happen to think that Nina did dox Trisha Paytas. I really, for really good reasons. The old viewers know why, but for good reason, I believe that yes, that did happen. But anyways, so here we are today. So so Simply Nessa was like, all right, I'll collab with you. Now this is what I want to talk to you guys about. Okay, like, I think that it's really funny because, like, I'm sitting there and I'm watching the collaboration between the two of them. Nina comes off really, really nervous. But anyways, Simply Nessa goes like this. She's like, I want to talk about the drama that we had with the years past. I think that everything that I just mentioned to you guys, she wanted to talk about that. But Nina was just like, oh, I reached out to you one time for a collaboration. Damn well, Nina knows damn well and good, top of her head, she knows that she tried to reach out with Simply Nessa like so many times, right? But she's like, oh, what? I tried to reach out to you in the past. Oh, okay. And Nessa saw that Nina was just like, not wanting to talk about it, but Nessa was like pushing the point. She was like, okay, well, I guess we don't have to talk about it now because we also had a dispute just like currently. Like, they didn't talk about what that dispute was. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know what happened. Probably Nessa was late and Nina probably like put up a stink. We don't know because nothing was said about that, right? But Nessa was just like, I like Nessa because she doesn't care. She's just like, whatever. If it's the truth, spill the truth. Who cares, right? But Nessa, she was like, I want to talk about it. I guess we'll do it on our story time. So that means that there were supposed to be 2 videos, okay? So the one that Nina currently has up on her channel that she did with Simply Nessa, and I guess Nessa was supposed to have a video up on her channel, and that was going to be the story time about the stank that happened between she and Nina. But the video is nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be seen. Simply Nessa has not put up that video. I honestly think, because I was waiting for it, you guys, like, I honestly think that Nina told Nessa, like, girl, we're not doing this. We're not doing this, and I'm not doing the story time with you. Behind the scenes, I bet you she was telling Nessa that, like, I don't know, like, I guess we're just gonna do, this mukbang, whatever, but I'm not doing any, like, why would you even bring that up in the video? Like, I don't get it. I don't know. Because, like, Nessa never put up the video. I don't think there was ever gonna be a video of that story time that was supposed to be on Nessa's video. Okay. The other person I want to talk about is Shannon Rose. This is another collaboration that Nina did with Shannon Rose. I just want to quickly say, there's no way in hell Shannon Rose would do a collaboration with Nina Unrated. No way in hell. It's the same thing as Simply Nessa and Nina. Same thing for Shannon Rose. Like, because, like, Nina has, like, a bad reputation. She did. It wasn't, and I honestly don't think that it had anything to do with Trisha Paytas. I think that it had to do with, like, if you don't do what Nina Unrated wants you to do, she will talk so much shit about you. She will talk so much mess about you, like, she will make a video. This is like the old Nina, right? She will make a video and she will cuss you out, like, from morning until noon. I'm telling you, it was like she did that to so many people. She even did that to see, now I can't like say her name because I don't remember. It was like Fat Chick or something like that. That's the name of the channel. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, but I remember when Nina made that video, like calling her that, and all these names in the book, because this woman this woman had plans to do a collaboration with Nina, but she canceled at the last minute because she heard again rumors that it's not a good idea to collab with you, Nina. Like, I don't know. So like every time, yeah. So yeah, Nina has a bad habit of like telling people off, making them feel stupid for not collabing with her. And but nobody gets to see those videos because she has them hidden now. They're on private, but whatever. But anyways, yeah, so back to Shannon Rose. So back to Shannon Rose. So yeah, I feel like Shannon Rose would not have done a collaboration with Nina. The only reason I feel like she did the collaboration is because Shannon Rose's channel has tanked. I mean, it tanked so bad. I was just looking at her view counts. Shannon used to get like about 500,000, something, even more, like 6 or 7, even up to 800,000 views. Now she might get like 20,000. I think her average is about 20,000 views now, and that's because she was having some drama with something called Steve Mango, aka Fruit Boy. I don't know why they call him Fruit Boy, but you know, anyways. But then, so people realized that her story times were not true, or they suspected that they were not true, and they were starting to see Shannon Rose in a whole different kind of light, along with some other dramas that she was having with other YouTubers. I don't know. So her channel just tanked. But I really feel like the only reason why Shannon Rose decided to do a video with Nina Unrated. This is like, people look at Nina Unrated as bottom of the barrel type thing. You know what I mean? I know that Nina talks a good game and she makes it sound like she's top dog, but people, like, I really feel like the YouTubers who know Nina Unrated, they're like bottom of the barrel. I don't know. But I feel like the reason why Shannon did that because she was losing so many subscribers. Okay, I also want to say this quick thing. This video is going to be so long. Okay, this might be a 2-part. I'm probably going to make 2 parts because I don't want this video to be like too long. Okay. But something else, it was just so funny how like Nina Unrated, she was like, oh my god, Shannon Rose, we're like best friends now. We're friends now. Like, this is gonna happen. Like, I know Nina, like, well, I know her in the sense as being a long-term viewer, right? Where she always, like, whenever she gets her claws into somebody, she says that to people, like, oh, we're friends now. That means that she wants to do a video with whoever she's collaborating with. She wants to do a video, and then another collaboration, and then another collab, all, you know, reaching out. Oh, and then if she can't get 100 collaborations with, like, say for Shannon Rose, that's when she's gonna start talking like a hot mess about her. I don't know, like, you guys, yeah, but I saw, like, on Shannon's face, she's like, oh yeah, we're friends, so yeah, we're friends. And you can clearly see that Shannon Rose was like, oh no, honey, this was like a business deal, a one-time business deal. If it happens like months, a year from now, where we collab again, okay, but honey, no, we're not friends. We're collaborators. We're business women who are dealing with each other, get our views up, get our money up, our money up. All right, you guys, like, oh my god, I had so, you know what, it's just so weird because, like, my content that I wanted to talk about Nina has changed so repeatedly because I've taken so long to report to you guys. But like, yeah, but like, okay, my next video, which I'll probably do now, so you'll still see me in the same clothes or whatever, I'm going to be talking about what the hell is Nina Unrated doing? Talking about her son. Her son. Like, we're going to talk about that because I have a lot to say about it and with some proof, some video proof, okay? About, like, I don't understand why Nina is saying that she doesn't have access to her child and da, da, da. We're going to get into that. So, love everybody. I hope that you guys like this video. I know it was very light and airy and probably not as deep as you guys wanted me to get into. But like I told, like if I got into the meat of Nina Unrated, then we're gonna be here for a couple of hours. And we don't want to do that, do we? So okay, I'll see you guys next time on my video. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.